What's up, guys? It's your girl, Alexandria Ikamoni, in the studio, iHeartRadio, with not one, but two great artists and producers. We have Drumma Boy and Bo Kane. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, boy.
I'm happy to have you guys in studio.
Listen to the track.
Okay.
What's happening?
I'm so excited to have you guys. You guys have been doing amazing work. One, a little newer to the scene, but doing amazing stuff right now. Drumma Boy, you've been in the game for a long time, making hits for some of our favorites. I can't wait to get into the conversation here. But
Absolutely.
I have to ask, you guys have been having a fun few days in the A, so I always got to see what you guys been doing when you've been, hanging out. I saw you went to the Braves game, Drumma Boy.
Oh, yeah, the Braves game was crazy, man. My boy Blanco Brown performed.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? They brought out Gilt. You know what I'm saying? Big Gilt went crazy. Per usual, represent Outkast. Dro was out there. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Slim from 112.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Did his thing. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's always dope at a Braves game.
Oh, yeah. Always a good
Good
time.
energy.
Definitely a good time. Now, you, Bo Kane, you had some fun, you said yesterday.
Yes,
you got to tell
ma'am.
me more about that fun. What did we do in the A?
We did a private event with Dirty Glove Bastards yesterday. That was cool. And then, we stepped out on the town last night. Went to Cheetah, went to Onyx. Almost made it to Magic, but we ain't
Okay.
made it there.
That's
Showing
okay.
out.
Cheetah's a good
Showing
vibe.
out.
Yeah, Cheetah's a good vibe. Onyx, I mean, you got to, but have you been in Magic City yet? Or
Yes.
Okay. As long as you've been, we're good to go.
I ain't new to this. I'm used to this.
Hello, let us know. No problem. From Dallas, but we claiming you over here in the A, so that's exciting stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. We're here for a specific reason. You guys have a single called Showing Out. Both you guys collaborated on the single. Tell me more about it and why'd you guys decide to collaborate?
Well, there's a radio person in Dallas named Bebe. You know what I'm saying? He's
Hollywood.
He's pretty well known. And I was already making noise in Dallas, and I was working on a project. And he asked me, he was like, "Hey, we need to get you some big time production." He was like, "Who do you want to work with?" And the first person I named was Drumma Boy, because I grew up listening to Drumma Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from No Hands to the Gucci records. You know what I'm saying? He got too many hits to talk about, but so I said him, and he picked up the phone right there. He's like, "I'm gonna call him right now," and he called him, and you know what I'm saying, they had a conversation. 5 minutes later, he calling me back, and the next thing you know, Drumma Boy is saying, "When can he come to Atlanta?" I said, "When you need me there, I'm on the first thing smoking."
I love it. And what was it
Absolutely.
like for you? Because you have worked with so many different artists in this industry. I mean, the list goes on from Nicki Minaj, Usher, Chris Brown, Gucci, Jeezy, Kanye West. The list goes on. So what was it like working with Bo Kane here?
That whole list you just named,
Uh-huh.
I worked with all of them before they was who they were. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I get that phone call, like I got from Drake, you know what I'm saying? I had my Canadian goon, like, "Man, whoa, I got this artist from Canada, man, da-da-da." Hollywood Baby called me the same way. "Hey, I got this artist from Texas, da-da-da-da." When it come from a certain person, you know what I'm saying? My relationship with Baby go back 15, almost 20 years, you know what I mean? And just staying dedicated, staying down. Greg Streets and, guys like that, I got long-term relationships with. We've got a lot of money together. We've looked out for each other. We've thrown each other a lot of alley-oops. So when I get that call, I know it's somebody who already doing the work, respectable, you know what I mean, about their business. Like, people not finna waste my time.
Yeah.
Like, you already know not to call me if it's not already checked off. I said on the last interview, everything checked off with him. You know what I'm saying? Background check, like, you gotta make sure you ain't working with no lame. You gotta make sure you ain't working with no rape artist.
I know, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you ain't working with no child molester. You know what I'm saying? And this what you attaching yourself to. So it's
Right.
a lot that go into working with me, but you know what I'm saying? Particularly about the business. Let's get to it.
I love it. And when you guys were in the studio together, what was that like? How did you really...
Easy.
I love it.
Oh,
What made
yeah.
it so easy?
He like Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He just be coming up with stuff in his head and then bang, all right, I'm going in the booth. He'll listen to a beat for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then be like, "Man, I got something." He'll let me hear it. Woo, woo. And if it ain't something that I really fuck with, I tell him like, "Man, switch this up or try this or da-da-da-da-da." And then he'll have something in another 5 minutes. So
How long did it take to put the full record together? Was it at like 2 hours, a
No.
day?
Showing out?
Yeah.
No.
What was it?
Top to bottom, 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
30
Yeah.
minutes.
I love it. And why did you decide to put this record out, Showing Out? What does it mean? What can people gain from this? How does it vibe?
Did you hear it?
I have.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we put it out.
That's,
it feel good.
oh, you gotta tell the audience. Don't tell me. I already know. So, what is your favorite line or verse from the record?
Man, let's make it a movie. I like how you moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you doing.
I love it. I love it. So I really can't wait for everybody else to hear this record. It's going to be crazy on the charts. I already see it. I already know how it's going to go. But Bo Kane, I did have to ask because you're getting a lot of recognition right now. Your future projects include Gucci and we have Big Boogie. Mm-hmm. What's coming? What can we expect from these records? And when is this coming out?
The Gucci record comes out next month.
Okay.
And the videos I already shot.
Love it.
Yeah, Gucci pulled up in Dallas and did the video. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming out next month. Mm-hmm. That's the second single, and then the third single is with Big Boogie.
Okay, I love it. And what are those singles about? You gotta tell me more about it. Are they club bangers? Are they
everything? It's always gonna be that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that. Mm-hmm. Drumma want to make arena bangers. He getting me out of the club bangers. You know what I'm saying? He want me to put a suit on and be Pitbull.
Man, you gotta do everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I know what he capable of. You know what I mean? And from the records that we've got, like we got 8, 9 records already, and you know this is just the first one.
I love it.
You know what I mean? You'll hear a few more on the project that he dropping, but he's sitting on some heat. You know what I mean? And I'm excited to see him elevate. You know, I speak on Jelly Roll a lot. You know, I work with him from the beginning. You know what I mean? In the trap stages and seeing how he's evolved with country and using his vocals more. You know, he got some of that up his sleeve too, man.
And I really wanted to ask, and I'm happy you're touching on it, because I was like, I don't know how you feel about talking about another artist in their presence. But tell me more about what really gravitates you wanting to really work with him, and how do you feel about where he's headed in this industry?
It's vocal range. You know, that's one thing. Like you can do anything. I love artists that can do their own hooks. Some artists, like, you know, especially good hooks, like that's catchy, simple, not a whole lot going on. You know, when it gets cluttered, it just starts to feel like mixtape music, which is cool. We need that too. We got to put out projects, you know, we got to have content, you know, and we got to tell our story. So most importantly, if you telling your story and you don't come up with a good hook in that song, we just use that for the intro or a freestyle or whatever, you know what I mean? But I encourage and I also enjoy working with the artists that's, you know, the 50 Cents, the Nellies, the Jeezys, you know what I'm saying? They all do their own hooks, you know what I mean? So it helps, you know, from a vocal standpoint. His vocals stand out, like the deep voice, you know what I mean? And then it shoots through any beat. Like regardless what beat he rap on, kind of like that Gucci voice, his voice stick out. You know what I mean? So, you know, he got a few things, and he listen. Yeah. You know what I mean? I work with a lot of artists that I might try to hint for them to speak to the ladies, or, you know, that's the biggest demographic you can speak to is the ladies, and being able to, you know, make them groove, dance. Everything ain't so angry and mad and dark all the time. So, you know, just everything I told him he willing to do, he willing to try. You know what I'm saying? And I think he gonna go far because of that.
I mean, if I ain't willing to listen to him, who I'm gonna listen to?
Hello. Because you have a legendary one with you, really helping you out with this.
Last time I checked, I ain't got no platinum plaques. He do.
Grammy nominations. I mean,
Grammy Award winning.
Excuse me.
I got two
we need
of
to
them
update
things,
these
man.
bios. Excuse me.
I got about 8, 9 nominations, man. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 of them
we got
things,
right.
man.
We got them
Hold
out of
on,
house, so I
man.
get it 100%. And you're talking about you have a lot of heat together. So let's talk about the whole album. Okay. When is it coming out? Is it this year or?
It is this year.
Okay.
It will be this year, fourth quarter.
Okay. Yeah. What other features do we have on there too?
Oh, we working on a
Gotta
few.
give me something.
Yeah, you got 2 already.
That's public. That's public knowledge. I need one more.
No, it's not. It's not public knowledge.
From your PR. Okay.
This
Excuse me. I'll take it. So we just wait to see what else we have in the works. I'm really excited about that one. Are there any other artists that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Yeah, for sure.
Who would you say that would be?
SZA. Sexy Red. For sure.
Bow, 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 bow.
That's that. Okay.
That's the first like 3 off the top of my head. 50. Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Now, Drumma Boy, now you work. I already list so many. I mean, the list does go on forever. Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Man, it's a lot of people, for real. Definitely like people like Ella May, Janae Aiko, Jasmine Sullivan. You know, I got Drumma Boy Live cracking. You know what I mean? My live band, we're going crazy. We're doing a lot of different content, so stay tuned for that. But one of my first productions I did with Drumma Boy Live was Here I Am. I got a lot of dollars I can spend on
Yes.
her. So we bringing that sound back. So many people, the ladies, that was one of my mama's favorite songs.
Oh, it's a hit.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Ooh, baby, when you got on that groove, stay on that groove.
I love it.
Bring that back." So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that back for Mama, man. Drumma Boy Live. Stay tuned. A lot of super dope upcoming artists that I'm working with, like Don Carroll. Super excited about her. Kerry Washington, R&B artist out of Memphis, signed to NLE Chopper. I got some eclectic music, man. Music, soul child.
Yeah.
That's really like my passion. And then the trap just be my aggression, my adrenaline, and me just being, stressed out or angry or pissed or, you know what I mean? Feeling like I don't get the just due I deserve. That's when that Memphis come out. So, you get a gumbo pot of D-Boy Fresh.
I love it. You got to have the variety. You got to have the options. So we're here for that.
And Welcome to My City 5 on the way. Halloween. I'm super excited about that.
No, tell me more about that one.
Now, so Welcome to My City is like the unification process of Memphis. I did Volume 1, Volume 2. Volume 1, Yo Gotti. Volume 2, Dolph. Volume 3, Moneybagg Yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just always having different artists, upcoming artists on the platform. And Volume 5, we got some heat on that thing.
You got to give me one more exclusive. Come on, you know I'm an ass.
Drumma Boy and Friends, Volume 1, we putting it into volumes. I got so many songs with artists and household names that I'm going to put it into volumes. Drumma Boy and Friends, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and such.
Okay.
And then A-Ball and MJG album on the way. You know what I'm saying? They got a big show coming up at, what's the damn, he just told me what they show at Mabel something, the Mabel House. You know what I mean?
Here in
Sold
Atlanta?
out. Yeah, it's coming up, I think, in August. August 10th,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
That's
so,
exciting.
you know what I'm saying?
You know
we'll
what I
be there.
noticed about her?
What?
She always want more.
I want more.
I can give
can't
it to
accept
you.
what you
I can
get.
give it to you.
gotta
I don't
post-
stop going. You hear me?
Listen, I want to know all the details. I want to know what you guys are working on and to see, what exclusives I can get out of it because, you guys do a lot of stuff. So it's great to talk about.
We talking about Bo. I ain't want to be like, man, I got my book behind
worries.
the hits. You know what I'm saying? I got all that.
Plug it, drum.
Man, I got the movie. We got the documentaries, man. We got, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of great stuff.
Bo
I do
Kane.
love it. I love it. So going back to Bo Kane here. Now, we're talking about the music industry. It has changed so much within, let's just even say, the past 10 years. How do you feel like your sound really blends and mixes into what's going on now? Or are you trying to be a different sound than what we're typically hearing?
I try to blend and, mesh with anything. I just can only do what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if that happens to work well, then so be it. If it don't work well, then hey, we tried.
I get it. So how would you describe your sound to people who haven't heard your music yet?
I mean, I'm from the deep south. I'm country. I got a deep, raspy country voice. So, and I'm ghetto at the same time.
I love it. Why did you decide to really pursue music on a serious level, though?
I didn't. It pursued me.
How? You gotta tell me.
Because the way it started, I never wanted to be an artist or anything like that. I had a friend that was a DJ, and one day he had these guys at his house working on a mixtape, and I had just happened to pull up. And when I pulled up, everybody's in there rapping, and I'm like, I can rap too. Just messing around. And then when everybody was leaving out, he pulled me back and he was like, hey, I think you got something, bro. He was like, your voice is different. He was like, your image is different. He was like, we could do something with this. And that's literally how it happened.
Yeah, I love it. And now, look at you now, just really doing amazing stuff with working with amazing people. What would be that moment where you feel like, okay, I made it in this music industry. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. What does that look like? Is that a Grammy? Is that a platinum record?
Me and Drum on that stage winning the Grammy for showing that.
Yeah. Okay. It's coming. How do we put this nomination in from now for the 2025 Grammys? We got to get that rolling, right?
Yeah.
I know you are working on your albums coming out Q4 this year. Any other big things you're working on this year?
We just finishing up that album and then working on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, working on tour.
Is that looking like 2025 for the tour?
It's gonna be whenever they ready for it.
He said you're gonna take the answer I give you.
Whenever they ready for it.
Yeah.
But that I let the quiet giants, Mimi and Jesse, put that together. I got a great PR team. I got a great manager.
Yeah.
And I got a legendary producer, so I can't lose. The whole city behind me.
Yes, a big following, and it only continues to grow. So really excited about what is to come. Drumma Boy, I do have a question for you because you mentioned this a little bit earlier. You got to cater to the ladies, essentially, in some way, shape, or form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now with the rap industry, we see females, in my opinion, are taking over. They're just having their moment, having their platform. Do you agree with that females are really more on top than the male artists, male rappers right now? Because we have people like Lotto, Sexy Red, Nicki. What are your thoughts on the music industry?
I think now we've seen it as balanced as ever. You know, because guys like Eminem still selling, Future selling, Kendrick #1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of guys that's still #1. But again, you got Glorilla, man, with the Glow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Memphis in this thing
I love all
going
the
crazy,
saying,
man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. You know, keeping Memphis alive. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing the energy of Houston. That's our sister city. You know what I mean? The way Megan Thee Stallion embraced. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla is a beautiful thing.
It is.
Mulatto and ATL stand up. You know what I'm saying? ATL representing so many, you know, females. Man, Lola, New York,
Lola
little short,
on.
little man. She coming
short
through
but
like
mighty.
an earthquake. When she stepped like an earthquake, man. It's real heavy right now. You know what I'm saying? So we enjoy that. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, it's balanced. We got more females who can get on records, and we need that. You know, feminine voice. We need the lady's voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to answer what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So
makes sense.
Sexy Red, we can't forget Sexy Red. Like she coming through this thing. Ooh, it's just the energy.
Hits after hits.
Man, my little niece, man, she loves Sexy Red. She like, man, we gotta go to the Sexy Red concert. So
come on, get it sexy.
you know what I'm saying? Get it sexy.
I love it. What are your thoughts as well on female rap right now? Where, you know, are they having their moment, or you know, are they doing big things, or still got some work to do?
Nah, they doing their thing. I mean, they putting out just as many hits as you know as us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, like he said, you got to have a healthy balance in anything. Like, you know, and now the scale is pretty much even.
I agree.
It's wide open for good music, good energy. Just make it. It don't matter who you are, male, female, and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? But just make it.
Just make the hits. That's what we want. That's what we want. So right now we know that music has been changing, and it has been in this pattern for a minute though. But where do you see the music industry going within like the next 3 years? Either of you guys?
I mean, tech has always been the ruler of the music and how we get it, you know, how it's distributed. You know, it used to be distributed on vinyl, then it went to tape, then it went to CD, then it went to aux, you know what I mean? And now everybody listening through, you know what I'm saying, streaming. So I think it's still going to be a level of streaming. It's going to be more distributors. It's easier and easier to distribute music, but it's harder and harder to market it. It's harder to be seen in this big plethora of music. It's millions of artists dropping songs a day. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you just got to be strategic and stay creative. You know, whether you're an influencer, whether you're good with TikTok, if you're not good with TikTok, you better get on it. Get on those reels. Get on those YouTube shorts. Get on them, you know, just your social media. Keep a cameraman or figure out some homie who can work an iPhone. Get the 15. You know what I mean? Work the plans. You ain't got the money to buy an iPhone, man, do the finance plan.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Get your credit together. If you want to fund in your dreams,
$199 a month.
you know what I'm saying? You want to fund in your dreams, you got to have hustle.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, definitely check out, we started a credit company, $1analysis.com. You know what I'm saying? Allowing people to get their credit together, get their credit checked. You know what I'm saying? Get on the phone with somebody who can help you understand the plan. And, you know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised what equipment you can get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? New technology to stay up to date with today's sound. Having FL Studio and Pro Tools and all these different DAWs that people creating music. BandLab, people making songs right on their phone is no excuse.
Yeah. Technology,
straight up.
Right?
It's just how bad do you want it? You know, how strong is your hustle? If your hustle ain't strong, this ain't for you.
Yeah. What's your live show look like?
Yeah.
Perform live on Instagram. Perform live everywhere. You know what I mean? And you'll get fans. So good music, good energy is always contagious.
And you're talking about technology. How does AI play into what you think with the music industry? Is it helpful? Is it going to be hurtful?
I think it's gonna be a crutch for some people because it's people gonna rely on it so much that they forget their actual creative process within themselves. You know what I mean? So now I'm using AI's soul to give me sound. Like you can make beats. Give me a beat like this. Give me some sounds like this. Da 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 da. Like you got AI that's making samples for you. You know what I mean? And I've tried it. You know what I mean? Some of them are glitchy. Some of them are cool. Some of them are like, But it's like, at the end of the day, you got to pull from here.
Yeah.
So, you want to play with it because it still could be, an asset as well. So, it's just.
Bo, what about you? Have you used AI at all for your music?
No, not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to yet.
Yeah.
I mean, my voice, ain't nobody copied my voice yet.
I love it. But hey, you can be the one to put all your sound into the mix if you really wanted to. So, but AI is interesting. AI is
for
very
something
interesting.
like an Atmos mix, like everybody we know about Dolby Digital Sound. That was the standard Dolby Digital Sound that came in 2000s. Now it's going into Atmos, which is atmospheric sound. That's you look at certain songs that are released or big artists that have dropped, you'll see Atmos on it. And that's just the sound of where we're going. So AI software is something that takes a regular mixed, you got your songs mixed and mastered. Imagine being able to just have an AI software transfer your wave file to an Atmos mix.
And that's the thing, like going back, like, he's pretty much executive producer of my project. So it don't matter whether he did the beat or not. Everything, he got to listen to everything.
Yeah.
He got, if he don't approve it, then it ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who produced the beat or whatever, like, and then, it has to be mixed a certain way. It has to be mastered a certain way because, we care about the quality of our sound.
And, like you said, glitches with AI, glitches with technology. There's nothing like having a person going through everything piece by piece to really just make sure the music and the project is where it needs to be.
Exactly.
So I'm here for that. Can I ask one political question, though?
Absolutely.
Okay. I saw you, Drumma Boy, by the way, that you released earlier this year this song to really, support Robert F. Kennedy and his presidential campaign. Is that right?
Yeah, it was actually just a song for, helping him, raise funding. And at that particular time, we were like, this is one of the best shots that we got with who were the candidates at the time. So
I was going to ask now, is that still where your support lies? Or, since Kamala Harris stepped on the scene, are we thinking of other options?
No, I mean, it was no strings attached with Robert F. Kennedy. Like, I created the idea for them. I went to a dinner, shout out to Angela Stanton King. She gave us an opportunity to meet Robert, speak with him, see what his policies were and what he had to offer as far as our community. We heard him out. We spoke with him. Yeah. Simple as that. I said, man, I could do some music for you that will help bring our community together. I've never heard Boosie deliver a verse the way he delivered on Standing on Business. You know what I'm saying? To be able to hear Turk deliver that. Our youngins need that. Our youngins need the music. So it was more about the music than anything. But, Kamala is where we got our eyes set for sure. I don't have a problem speaking on that. Yeah. It's hard voting for, somebody who's already fumbled the ball a few times. You know what I mean?
From either your go ahead. No, either your perspectives, because we see a lot of people in the industry, they are voting one way because it makes sense for their business or for whatever they have going on. Like, who's been vocal, for instance, Waka Flocka has been very vocal about where he stands. So coming from two people in the music industry, how important is it for people in similar businesses to pay attention to who's running for president and who they're going to vote for?
I don't think, going from what it was, neither one of them, if that's what we got to choose from, I think Trump need to do stand-up comedy.
He's funny.
He is, man,
he'll make you laugh.
Hilarious. Bro is hilarious. Yeah. Like I buy a ticket to go see him do stand-up. Yeah. Real.
I mean, it's tough for Kamala because, coming from that DA standpoint, you know what I'm saying, and what views she's had in the past. But I think we're seeing and have seen an evolving Kamala Harris. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some of the things that she viewed and stood on then, she has kind of altered. So, it's going to be interesting to see them to debate. Yep. And hey, man, Obama stamped it. I'm with Obama, man.
Hey, you know, he's always in the mix. You know, you always do hear from him, see him. So we got to love, you know, Obama still being on the forefront because, you know, we support our president. We support our president. All right. Any last words you want to leave with the people? Any more things you guys are working on? Or what did I miss? I know I grab a lot of things from you guys. I want to know it all. So let me know if there's something I missed that we haven't talked about.
The Beautiful Struggle coming fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the album. Okay, perfect.
You got that.
Thank you.
Exclusive.
Okay, I'll take the title. We know 2 people who are featured on this. Any more we want to give? One more?
If Drumma tell you, then he can tell you.
Okay. Drumma, I'm looking at you. One more feature on this
I can't
album.
even, you know what I'm saying? He got quite a few in the hole, so I can't even remember which one gonna be actually on this project.
That's fair.
So,
because you do make a lot of, you know, singles or bodies of work before you put. Okay. I love it. I love it. Perfect. Any last words?
But I will say some of my recent work because everybody be like on the old stuff. We just worked with Pretty Brea. She dropped a project. I forget the name of the damn project, but I did a song on there called Fine with T-Rail and Pretty Brea. I did another song on there called Homebody Coochie. You know what I'm saying? So go check that out. You know what I'm saying?
You want to elaborate just a little bit, or
she could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Just go listen to the music, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about me. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I just want to see what else I can get from him about it.
Yeah,
but
man, you know what I'm saying?
Like that coochie don't leave the house.
That John going crazy.
I love it. Okay, so how can people follow you and keep up with your music and everything you guys have going on?
You can catch me anywhere and everywhere. Bo_Kane on the gram, on Twitter, on the book, on TikTok, everywhere.
I love it. Drumma Boy.
Already, man, you can follow me at Drumma Boy Fresh, man. On Facebook, TikTok, everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love
Trilla.
it. I love it. Trilla, yeah, we got to put Trilla out there. People forget
Trilla,
about that
man,
one.
Man, got them edits, man.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming into the studio. Once again, Alexandria Icamoni in the studio with Drumma Boy and Bo Kane.
Hey, yeah.